Hello dear, do you know that it's time to do a really self-assessment of actually knowing what state we are in our journey and in our season of life, whatever that reality looks like. For example, let me just put a scenario. For example, okay, if a person, for example, is in maybe a single parent family, okay. Now, this single parent family now might even be that on paper you're married, but really you're actually a single parent, because in a lot of things, and see, in a lot of homes and a lot of families and a lot of marriages are a shadow of themselves. Marriages, very few are actually, married in heart, in soul, in body, and in spirit. But on paper, they're married, but the marriage experience, the marriage union in all shape or form is missing. And so we find that, yes, there's still singleness. There's still like a lot of people just doing things by themselves and not really being married. Now, in that kind of scenario, first of all, one needs to come to terms with the truth of the present state that one is in, and then begin to look at the deficit. And where am I even going with this video? Okay. Where I'm going is that there are resources available for different situations. If it's for a single parent, probably raising a girl or raising a boy or whatever it is, the deficit of probably not having a father or a mother, in the home will be there. And so you have to be intentional about exposing your child to the other kind of resource, maybe as a mentorship program or something. So if you're raising a girl, there's a girl mentorship program that the girl too can, avail of, so that if you're a single father raising a girl and you just cannot relate, to the way women, girls are being shaped. So there are programs like that you can sign the girl up for. Same thing for if it's a single mother raising up a son, a child, a boy. There are boys programs so that you can also sign them off, because this deficit is there. When women talk about the mother and the father, no. You can only be one parent per time. Who you are, you can only be a father. You cannot be a mother. You can only be a mother. You cannot be a father. The deficit is there. So it's better for us to be able to, know exactly where we are. As I was saying, it's important to know where we are and what our true state is. It's a new year now. There's no point in, to be honest with you, as for me, there's no point in living in denial. There's no point in being like an ostrich, putting your head under the sand and feeling like all your problems are going to go away, or feeling like what the reality is not actually what it is, or whatever. Enough of self-denial. Enough of just walking, living life as if you have no power to change the course of your life. Enough of that. So take the bull by the horn, allow, and do the work. If you can do the work, you can come out on the other side. So there are resources. I have a passion for marriage. I have a passion for parenting. I have a passion for youth. I have a passion for children. I have a passion for, being a healthy soul. I have a passion for God at the same time. You see, knowing God in all of this situation, God is also beautiful for every situation. So in all of these situations, I'm called out to those people, you're in a single parent family, you're separated, you're divorced, you're in a troubled marriage, emotionally destructive marriage, dysfunctional marriage, toxic marriage, all manner of things that you're dealing with, vices, addictions, all manner of things. Jesus came to die for all of us. And he came to die for you and I. He came. See, all of those things are a representation or an expression of darkness. And we need to encounter the light of God in order for us to come out of all of those situations, preserved by our soul being preserved. And God has actually sent a lot of people, to do the work to help us. So sometimes we just say, when we pray, you feel like you're praying and then you pray and then prayer is a quick fix. Prayer is not a quick fix. It's the beginning of the journey. You need to still work out your salvation with fear and trembling. There are programs, there are parenting resources, there are marriage resources, there are all manner of things, resources out there that God has raised up people to be, like the therapists, faith therapists. There are many programs, trauma healing, online trauma healing facilities. All of those things are there to help you work out your salvation with fear and trembling. All right. If you need more information, just put it comments in the comment section and reach out to me and go onto our Instagram page. You see all of those things there. There are so many resources there that you can avail of. Till I come your way again, please don't live in denial and do your work.